Hello everyone, my name is LordFlameGX and welcome back to another Smite God review. Today's god we'll be looking at is Agni, god of fire. He is a Hindu god, and as you can see, these are the skins. To the right of you, you can see the basic player model of Agni. Of course, this has changed to older videos of Agni I should say, have a player model update. You have the Odyssey item, what may come back in a future still, but in reality I doubt it, as Odyssey was just a limited time thing before the World Championships. You have his tier 1 reskin, his tier 2 second skin, his tier 3 or 4. Actually note that is tier 1. I believe that is tier 1 as well, that skin. You have his tier 3 or 4. I don't know tier 3 and 4 properly yet. Swagni, what is amazing because of this.
Enemies incoming middle. Thanks. Gank right lane. Yeah. Defend. Going into the jungle. Enemies have returned to base.
It is pretty cool. Golden Agni, Legendary Agni, and of course Diamond Agni for some reason has the gold player card. But enough of that, as you voices come with Swagni and Standard. At the moment do not know about Inferno, haven't played him. Emotes, he has the basic clap, the Furious, suits him well, and the Wave. On to abilities now then. Combustion. After hitting with 4 basic attack, Agni will gain a buff on his next cast, Flame Wave or Rain Fire. All enemies hit by this will be additionally set ablaze for 5 seconds for 3 seconds. Pretty much this is basically a tick after you get 4 basic attacks off, setting them on fire for about 3 seconds. This only ticks for 5 plus 10% of your magical power. Onto his first ability. Noxious Fumes. This is a ground target, affects enemies, does magical damage and has a radius of Agni. Agni puts fumes on the ground. When anyone steps in this target, they will take tick damage of 10 to 50 plus 5% of your magical power, and the fumes last for 10 seconds, and if you use any other ability with the fumes, it will stun them for a second. This costs you 60 to 100% mana and 12-second cooldown, no less, no more. Flame Wave. This is a line, affects enemy and does magical damage. Agni bursts a flame wave in front of him, scourging all enemies in the path. Ignites with the noxious flames. What this means is if you use this ability with noxious flame, if it hits, it will stun anyone in that AoE circle. This does 90 to 290 damage plus 50% of your magical power. It costs 60 to 100 mana and has a cooldown of 10 to 11 seconds. Path of Flame. This is a dash ability, pretty much his escape, or used to fight pretty well as well. Affects enemies, it does magical damage. Agni blaze a path forward in a quick dance, leaving a flame trail behind him. Any enemies passing through this flame catches fire and burns for 2 seconds. Ignites the noxious fume, aka meaning stuns, and Agni is immune to knockback while dashing. This damage is 200 to 60 per tick, with 15% of your magical power. Path duration lasts for 3 seconds and will cost you 70 to 90 mana and has a cooldown of 15 seconds. Agni's ultimate is Rain Fire. This is a ground target, affects enemy, does magical damage and has a radius of 20. Every 20 seconds Agni gains a flaming halo that can be... I'm just going to give you the simple version. Pretty much every 20 seconds Agni will gain a passive bar, so to speak, of meteors he can call down. He can have up to 3 meteors max, and once the last meteor is gone, it goes on cooldown. This is a good thing to know, because if you only use 2 meteors out of 3, you will not have a cooldown. It will just recharge, what is pretty much a good way to keep it. This does also stun with the fumes, so if you can land it right, it's pretty good. This does 160 to 300 damage plus 60% of your magical power. Max halos you can have, as I said, is 3. This costs 0 mana and has a cooldown depending on if you use all your halos. As you can see, these are the base stacks at level 1. I found out what the plus 71 and 45 mean. It's pretty much how much you're gonna get in the next level. So just make sure I'm right on that. Yep, that is completely right. So that's base at 1. This is 10 with no items, and this is level 20 with no items. Of course, items does make effect of the game, will increase your speed, range, and everything else with time. Now, as you know, I do not read the lore, so you can pause the video at any point to read this lore, and onto the actual jungle practice now. As you know, I go into jungle practice mostly because it is a quick way to get these videos done faster, and also there is an insta level well. Lock in, I'm gonna try the new skin, as I've never actually played with this, and in reality it reminds me a bit of the Human Torch to this, and as I am a comic book fan, I wouldn't mind. You know what, a Human Torch would actually work with him if they ever partnered up with a Marvel, or Disney as it is now.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
It's GG once I step out of this fountain.
And I already like his voice. I do not own Agni's voice, so I can't really tell you. But as you can see, my movement speed isn't that fast without boots. I'm actually quite slow how I feel in the game. Okay, let's just skip max level here. Almost. There we go, level 20. And as you can see, my Orman is recharging right there in the corner. So, there are the fumes. This is the flame path I was talking about. Oh, here's the dash. I know. And I'll show you the ult quickly on these small minions. As you can see, I didn't cost any mana for that, so pretty good. Right. See, the flame pass is leading. I'll show you how much damage I can do to Ra. Why, I still have the upgrade menu at the side. I should really turn it off at some point. So a good way to engage is either with the meteors, with the fumes, or with a dash. Here's what I'm gonna do. As I don't have that many meteors at the moment, and I don't want this video to go long, I dash. But as you can see, with barely anything really, I'm doing fuck all damage at level 20. So let's go get items, and I show you how much damage can actually be done. Now I do know how to build an Agni, so this is going to be quite an easy thing. But of course, if you are always new, you always have the recommended tab and the popular tab, what is also very helpful.
Handle this.
Now this has most of my abilities on there besides Podnomicon, what I like to get. And depending, if I was mid lane, what Agni is, he is a mage, I would go Book of Thoth just so I could get my power up. But as this is jungle practice and I don't really have the time to stack up a Book of Thoth constantly, I'm just gonna go with the Soul Reaver, what is pretty much all there. Have full stacks. Now, I'll show you the extent to what Agni can do. As I have all 3 meteors, I'm just gonna enter with this. As you can see, I just let the tick do its work. Agni can perform immense amount of damage even without the fin. As you can see, I've already pretty much chunked his health to just finish him off with a blaze.
Here we go.
I'll go to Gold Fury and see what damage we can, or see how fast we can take it down there.
You all should wear gloves, because really I am too hot to handle.
There are some of the jokes of this skin. This isn't the original, I've just
Clear,
never
Joe.
heard this before.
Your skills!
Boom, baby!
And as you can see, pretty quick. Anyway, I've been Northname GX. This has been Agni, the god of fire of the Hindu religion. For any more god reviews on multiple gods I have done in the past, also new ones to come, there is a playlist in the description below. Please check it out if you want. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. I've been Northname GX. Till next time, bye.